Hi everyone, it's me again. Like I promised, I'm gonna do a review for the chapter for Black Clover that came out on Friday. I apologize for the delay. I'll do my best to have the videos on time. Yeah, I just started working again, so it's I should be able to do it on post these videos on Friday, if not on Saturday. And the ones for My Hero Academia I should be able to post them on either Sunday or Monday. But let's begin reviewing this chapter. The chapter begins with, the resistance. They just arrive. We see that Luck is already in the castle. I guess he's just tracking the magic power that he's feeling, and I guess he recognizes that it belongs to Magna. We continue seeing the fight against Magna. Against Dante. God, I'm seeing too many against. But yeah, we continue seeing this fight once again. Remember in the last chapter, we saw Magna literally punching out Dante to the ground. Dante starts complaining, how dare you to like literally punch me to the ground, and he literally starts using his gravity magic, starts lifting up rocks and just immediately starts throwing them at Magna. Of course, Magna is doing his best to like literally punch the rocks and dodge them. Literally, Dante creates another sword, and barely Magna manages to dodge that attack. Unfortunately, we see that the fight is still not over because Dante is still using his body magic to heal his injuries. And we see that Dante's like, there's no way you could win, you're like a grotesque creature. And those words hit Magna pretty hard. He starts remembering like everything throughout his life. I mean, he was born as a peasant and he just didn't have much. I mean, Luck is a commoner, but he just had better senses in him. And not only that, he was reincarnated as an elf, so he's been getting very strong. Then he remembers Asta, who was born with even less than he had, no magic power, but he was able to get anti-magic power, and it's just insane. Then after Magna returns from the Heart Kingdom, after he failed to do the Mana method, he asks Jami like, why did you let me join the Black Bulls? Jami tells him, well, that's because I thought we shared the same interests, and also because he was the gutsiest out of everyone there. And we know that Magna has a lot of guts. During his fight against the elf that was inside Luck, is like, I'm the one that's crazy enough to blow himself up. So, dude, Magna has a lot of guts. Then we see the fight continuing. They're still punching each other. Magna tells him that he has no right to complain. And the fight still continues. It's like literally a hand-to-hand combat, and it looks just pretty amazing. Then the climax of the fight starts right here. Just as Dante is just gonna go for another punch, we see that his devil power completely disappears. He's like, what the hell happened? Magna, he looks exhausted, so beat up. He tells him like, you idiot, we both ran out of magic power. And it's just like, that's right, the power is divided still evenly, so Dante never realized how much magic power he was using. And of course, Dante, he's still not giving up. They're still continuing their hand-to-hand fight, even without magic power. That's just insane that literally Magna is able to resist for this long. Then we finally see first Asta and Nat arriving. It's kind of cool that we still get to see how Nat is able to travel. He travels through his shadows, but we see that his shadows allow him to like almost like fly. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Elfen Lied in a way. So it's still kind of cool to see a little bit more of how Nat is able to transform himself. Then we see Luck arriving, and they're all surprised to see Magna literally doing his roar of victory. Like, Dante is completely defeated. He's on the ground, and we see that the chain is disappearing as well. I mean, the chapter was pretty short. That's the thing I kind of hated about the chapter. But I see that some people are complaining that the way Magna is able to fight Dante, it's bullshit. Honestly, I don't think it is. Because look, Magna stated that this technique, it took him months to learn it. And he said that he could only do it once. So technically this means that it takes Magna time to draw all of that on himself and able to pull out that technique. So there's a huge weakness in that technique. Even though it's very powerful, it's extremely time consuming. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Fairy Tale with Frida and Levi doing enchantments. That is, even though they are powerful, they take time to draw. So this is the weakness. And also Sora even stated during the Royal Knight's exam, when Asta literally used his the Black Hurricane to get rid of all of his enchantments. He tells them that they take time to draw. So that's one of the weaknesses in Magna's technique. So I don't think it's bullshit that Magna was able to defeat Dante. Honestly, I still think that the fight is still not over. I mean, you know that Magna said himself that the chain is soul itself. So I'm wondering if Lucifero, the moment Dante's the devil power disappeared, maybe he decided, you know what, I'm not gonna do the contract with him anymore because he lost to someone like Magna. Or maybe Lucifero decided to go inside Magna himself. So, you know, the chain is soul itself. So I still don't think the fight is over. Who knows, maybe Lucifero is going to take over Magna's body. It's still unknown. So I'm pretty excited for the next chapter. Finally, they're not going to be on break, so I'm so excited to read the next chapter. And thanks for watching, and I hope to see you then.